Welcome to Gran Turismo 7 and my favorite sim racer. It is Gran Turismo 7. I'm loving the new play seat and enjoying the Thrustmaster GT2. I'll have to get links to those because I am enjoying them quite a bit. I'm enjoying the seat quite a bit more than expected. I did, right beside, we've got the wooden frame seat, which you can make by hand, but it's got its drawbacks. And tonight we're going to be loading up the regular settings. We're going to be doing the new cars on the new tracks. So this is since the update. So new cars, new tracks, and races between YouTubers and subscribers. Good evening. Welcome back, Knight Rider Jim. Welcome back, Super Doofus. Thank you very much for making it back to tonight's part 2 live. And let's see right here. I want to get in the live stream so that if I miss anything, I can just grab the phone and catch what I've missed. So good night and good evening, and thank you everyone for making it in for the races. Let's get the pedal to the metal. Ronan is back, fantastic. And let's get up, because we're running only a few in the live stream, we're going to do a 12 race. When we start here and we're already at 15 in the live stream, well then, yeah, clearly we need to do a 16 individual race, 16 driver race. So let's see where these new races are on the chart. Anyone who's found them already because they've had time to drive today. I was doing an 11-hour run at work, not running at work, but Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. That's very close to where I live. So let's start off with this fine Canadian race. So unfortunate. One thing they got wrong, I don't think the bridge looks like this anymore. Unless this definitely looks like the old Jacques Champlain Bridge, and the Champlain Bridge was pulled down and they put in a new Champlain Bridge, and I don't think the design of the new looks like that, but hey, what can you do? Let's try 5 laps here. It's just too bad in the real world you can't actually go. I'd love it if they would set it up and you could just go on the track and pay whatever it is and go play around. But no, instead I think you're forced to drive about 30 kilometers an hour. It's kind of ridiculous. And a total shame. Let's see what we've got here for car settings. Racing hard. Can we buy up some softs? Yes, we can. So folks, don't forget to throw on your soft tires with that if you're going to race the new car. So here's the 296 GTB from Ferrari, set up as a GT3 car, or GR3 car. All right, let's see. Hopefully our regulars are ready and we get filled with as many regulars as possible. Ooh, ingoing VR and won't see the chat. No worries, Knight Rider Jim. Thank you so much. Slam on that VR and afterwards let us know how you find the VR. If it makes you feel sick, if it makes you feel great because you can actually easily see what's to the left and to the right of you. So as people load in, I'm going to do a practice lap here. Try it on +2. I think that's a good starting point. Sounds great, as all Ferraris do. Oh, that's not my brake pedal. Goofy me. Yeah, this could turn out to be very much Ferrari race. Oh, this is interesting. Excuse me. The car feels solid, the brakes feel good. All right, so this is going to be a battle track, possibly lots of accidents, because there's a lot of turns that we go down into first gear. Interesting. actually in person attended one of these races. And I watched the GT3 cars go by, and boy, are they ever loud, because well, it's like listening to a car with absolutely no exhaust. I really like the 296 so far. Braking's fantastic, the turn-in is good, it doesn't feel loose or dangerous. All right, let's see who we've got in here. Oh, sorry, we got that A+ driver back, Mr. Rowicki himself. So our 12 racers are here. We've got Ghost in, Super Doofus is in, Benny, Dan, 20 Speed, JCCR Ronan, Mick Yavel, and I love it. Almost everyone is S, so that is fantastic. Now let's get this grid lined up. It's actually quite a bit easier to drive 12, especially on a small track like this. Marciello, good evening. Good evening and welcome. Let's get Jay Rizzio down a little. Let's get Dano down a little. Let's see who else is pretty darn quick. I'm pretty darn slow. I'm D-rated, so I'm going to put myself in second. And Marciello. And do we have any C-rated drivers here? No, but we have Benny, who is a B, so doesn't quite make the cut when we got regulars trying to make it in. We boot out, unfortunately. We unfortunately boot out those that have a much an unsafe rating. Sorry, Benny. So Marciello's going to be in, and folks, when possible, try to earn that safety rating of S, because even with an S safety rating, there's still some pretty dirty driving that goes down. And 20 Speed saying, look, Mick Yavel saying, now on a wheel, I'm slow and inconsistent. Mick Yavel, good to know, Mick Yavel. So I'm going to put you down. Well, it's okay. You're slow and inconsistent. That's fine. Even though you're a B, you'll be up near the top. Welcome back, Marciello. Marciello, pick your car. Get your tires on. I'm giving you, fortunately, basically a 10-second countdown. A very slow 10 seconds. 20 Speed, driving the Ferrari. Looking sharp. Red Stang, and actually a really nice livery here. So you've done a new livery already for it. Fantastic. So if you allow us to use your livery, the whole JCCR team will benefit. I think you've done a great job there. And we've got Dano also with the Ferrari, looking sharp there, buddy. We've got myself, still no livery yet. We got Rowicki. This is turning in very much into a Ferrari race here. Ghost 503, good idea, very nice. Some sweet moves there, Ghost. Looking sharp. And we got Ronan in 5th. Let's get Mick Yavel, Rizzio, Dan up here in 2nd, and 20 Speed. So that's the whole crew. Let's get down to business. Oh, we got D. Earnhardt who's come in. We'll give Dean Earnhardt a moment. So I guess we lost one and gained one. All right, here we go. Let's get ready to put the pedal to the metal for the YouTubers versus subscribers. We've got Dano, the Texas Ranger himself, keeping track of the score. And so far, Monday night, JCCR team wins. Tuesday night, it's a JCCR team win. Wednesday night, the subscribers destroyed us. Subscribers or randos. So we'll say Team Rando won it. And I say that, but a lot of the winners, like Rowicki, for example, he's not a rando at all, but he has a really good chance of winning. A+ driver, very clean, very safe, and very fast. I can learn a lot from him. Folks, don't forget, turn your radar on. We're trying out a new car, new track. Found a little hole, and I took it. I am the hole finder. And I guess now I'm going to be bunny for a little bit. That was slow. So basically, we're taking on a new track. What can we do? We can just use basic racecraft, and that means look, listen to the tires, look at what's coming up ahead, follow the cues. So I saw that this was a go through in first section. Not necessarily go through, but get down into first for the proper speed and rotation on the beginning of the turn 1 of that section. Oh, fantastic. Great to know that the VR makes it unreal. Wow. Well, maybe I'll have to pick up a VR kit now that we can officially call this channel a business. And I am all for business expenses and things that can help the community grow, learn and grow together. And if I can review a headset, the VR headset, the way I'm going to be putting out a review for this chair, goal is I'll spend the money, make the mistakes, and we can all learn from it. Just like many of you, like Jay Rizio, who's passing me, and Dano, have taken a lot of time and effort to teach me to be a faster, better, smarter, safer driver. Oops, sorry for the light contact there, McYavel. Leaving the inside open for him there, but then with the plan to come back and take the inside on the second section. Oh, Rawiki's coming up. Oh boy. I think I'll mostly just try to do some blocking for Jay Rizio to keep Rawiki off for a moment longer. There's that fast man. The legend Rawiki himself. Oh no! Almost felt like my screws were getting loose there. Okay, so with the metal frame under really heavy turning and lots of torque from the steering wheel, there is a little bit of flex, but I think I just need to tighten up my bolts. I played around with seat positioning a moment before starting this race. Sorry, Jay Rizio, I did not keep Rawiki off for very long. I didn't slow him down very much at all. It's all up to you now. And I am off in some turn that I don't know anything about. Yes, Daniel, the lobby for this race is full. Might switch to 16 if there's enough demand for it. My goal is just to not have the entire lobby fill up with randos. Dangerous randos, or stranger danger, really. Gotta watch out for that stranger danger. Keep your stranger danger encounters down to a minimum in sim racing and in the real world. Okay, so that section, if you take up a bit of the elevated candy canes, it's gonna slow you down. This track is bumpy. Not as bumpy as typical Quebec roads, but really feeling it through the steering wheel here. This new race is fun. Yeah, Shibby, I am liking it. It's a lot of high danger, high risk, high reward turns. They're tight. They're slow. It's like, I think it's going to be disastrous at the weekly race without ghosting. Here in the lobbies, we race without ghosting, and it's JCCR race clean or kick or get Batmaned. Daniel, thank you so much. Yes, if you're a stranger, or if you're not a stranger but you fear this dangerous stranger, or just feel adverse to it, hit that like button. I don't fear the stranger danger, but I am adverse to it because I've got low patience. And the danger from the strangers does make my face red. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much, Shibby. Oh, I need to remember not to keep my eye on the track while reading the live chat. Almost losing the traction, and I understand. I followed right behind him with similar movement. Oh, I am definitely enjoying the new Ferrari, Daniel. How are you finding the new Ferrari? All right, one last lap. A whole lot can happen. Hoping to at least hold 8th. Loving it. Good, Daniel. Good. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the car. It's might become my new favorite car. I really like how it drives. I don't mind how it looks, and I really love how it drives. The drive experience is great. Oh, I lost. Sorry, Mickey Avel. I started to get a little wonky there. It wasn't because I was trying to swerve towards you. It's that the car was breaking traction, I guess. Oh. All right, gotta watch out for those elevated curves. All right, so I avoided, there was traffic on the track. I avoided. Oh, good, yeah, the wheel is it's definitely worth getting a wheel. Definitely worth getting a steering wheel. You feel the track, and good headphones or a good sound system off your TV is also great because turning up tire noises and engine noises high really lets you know what's going on with your car. The engine noises of opponents' cars really lets you know where they are. Those are crucial, I'd say, tips to enjoying the experience that much more. And I wonder if VR is going to take it to the next level. Have to try it out. All right, Dano giving us a free pass, and for whatever reason, also getting a free pass from Ronan. Thanks, guys, I guess. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, the shifter. Yeah, the shifter is cool. I do like the paddle shift, though, for actual just speed and being able to downshift and upshift while I'm in a turn, if need be. But the sound off this car is great. Knight Rider Jim saying VR makes this race amazing. Okay, I'm starting to get sold on the idea, Knight Rider Jim. It's just the VR set is so expensive. And you can't just use, MetaQuest's VR set with the Sony. You really gotta. Once you're with Sony, you're with Sony. All right, good race. Very nice to see you. Daniel, fair enough. Well said. Well said. And where is this? Congratulations. And good race. That was actually really well. I'm really surprised. That was fun, and it was clean, which is impressive because it's very tough to be clean on this track. You have to be very astute and aware. So let's see, how did this shake out? Rawiki, congratulations for getting silver. So that's one for the randos, the subscribers. We've got JCCR, Jay Rizzo in second, Dan in third, so we didn't even hold the majority of the podium positions. D. Earnhardt coming in fourth, and me coming in fifth because, well, Ronan and Super Doofus let me pass. So thank you very much, Ronan. D. Earnhardt saying he's still learning this track, fair enough. And Dan, where was Dan on the list? Wow, Dan is an extremely quick C. Congratulations. Oh, Daniel saying knock, knock. Let's see. Is there anyone that we can naturally... Everyone's a safe driver. Well, we know Ghost 503 is going to... Despite his A rating, he's going to drive clean. So I guess the only thing I can do is start up a lobby. Let's... Shibby, take care. Thank you so much for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Race long and prosper, as Super Doofus Tom often says. So let's see. I'm going to say starting new lobby. And Rawiki, you got to let us know what race you want. All right, so Rawiki, let me know what race, either in the live chat or on the show. And if I don't get an answer from you, I guess we'll just naturally go to the next new race, the second new race. Load settings. Let's drop the 16 in here. And in order to speed things up, why don't I throw on the new race, Circuit Marina. Yas Marina Circuit. It's a real circuit, and it is gorgeous. All right, let's do 4 laps here. We need either 3 or 5 races. Well, it depends. If the subscribers win all races, randos or subscribers, whatever we want to call the non-JCCR team. And while people load back in, let's get a quick feel for this. One of the few that haven't raced it yet. And yes, Super Doofus is on YouTube. Check out Super Doofus's channel. Let's continue to work to try to get him to 1,000 subscribers before Christmas. Make sure, if you can, hit that like button on his channel to as many videos as you can. And if you really want to help out friends before going to bed, put on one of his playlists and have all his races play through. Really help him out. Someone's saying they're high on names or high on memes. I get a little high on memes. Get a little too into them. Laugh a little too hard. New cars, new races, and a fantastic night. Having lots of fun trying out the new Ferrari on the new tracks. All right, so we got to get down to second for turn 2 here. Okay, so we can't get on the throttle too early there. Richard Mille. I guess if he's British, it'd be Richard Mille, but I like Richard Mille. Oh, right, so not a whole lot of turn in when we're under braking here. But the braking is incredible. All right, 1 lap completed. We should have our 16 races now. I think I will learn to love this track once it's beyond the what the heck's going on point and stage of things. So let's see. Let's get Rawiki near the bottom. Then we've got a whole bunch of Bs. Safety rating, once you get it up to S, the Savage Badger, we can put you up at the top. Until then, you'll be hanging around at the bottom with other, historically data-driven. It's data-driven. It's not, I'm not trying to label anyone, but the historic data says that The races have not always been all that clean, and even with an S rating, still S rating can be very, very dirty. Safety rating is at S. Let's put Super Doofus at the top. Let's get Jay Rizio a little lower. Let's see here, Marciello. I can't remember his rating, so I'm going to check him out. Maybe he'll be Bunny for the race. Let's find our Bunny. Who's going to be Bunny this evening? Marciello, safety D and safety rating S. There's our Bunny. And Devious as well can go in second. So that's Devious and Marciello. So we'll put Marciello at the top. A non-JCCR racer. Let's put JCCR Devious right behind him. So we got a non-JCCR, a rando, not really a rando at this point. No stranger danger there. A subscriber, and then we've got some JCCRs. We need to move Dano down. So then we've got a non-JCCR, a JCCR, and let's split this up more speaking. Let's put them in between some JCCR drivers. And let's see what that looks like. A plus at the bottom. Let's see here. Risk custom, a B, so we can put Risque up. Hopefully he's not a Risque driver. And we'll put him up between some JCCR drivers here. Right there. That's going to be our lineup. And here we go. Let's get down to business. Hope you're ready to put the pedal to the metal. Let's get ready, folks. Let's give her the beans. And if you ever find yourself off track on this sim racer or in snow or heavy rain in the real world, you can check out my How to Drive in Horrible Conditions video over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. Help us get to 15,000 subscribers before Christmas, please. I'd love to get that channel to 15,000 subscribers before Christmas. And I need your help, folks, to get that done. All right, let's just use basic racecraft here. So it says 1. Let's go through on 1, get to the apex, then get back on the throttle. Chris J, come join us, buddy. If you're not going to race, if you can't race tonight, that's okay. Really appreciate you making it to the live stream to chat with the community. Oh, I'm doing my best not to hit. I'm on the brakes in the turn. Sorry about that, Devious. That was 100% my fault. I needed to tech behind you, but I just couldn't make it happen. I was on the brakes, and I was worried more braking would just completely spin me out and cause a big traffic jam in the middle of the turn. Oh, but RBC Neckbeard, thank you. I'm lucky you didn't go off track. That's all my bad again. Trying to go through these corners too fast for the traffic ahead of me. And that's no excuse. That's 100% your responsibility when you're behind someone to not hit them. Got on the throttle too early there, so big mistake made. I enjoy watching A+ racers drive, but the comical thing about A+ drivers is they just don't make mistakes. It's beautiful. It's not comical. It's beautiful to watch them. My driving is comical, but what's interesting is if you're not an A or B driver and you're watching, I'm making super common mistakes, and I will always try to cover what I did wrong and what I should have done differently. All right, we got more to our right. Rawiki in front of us. moment got ahead of us, and now we've made it back. Eating some pole, not something I thought I'd say. Thankfully, this is only a 1 pole per race. And good job, Moore making it back, so having a nice back and forth with Moore here. Gave us a little push for whatever reason. Not sure why, but let's just race down the track and focus on what's coming up. We need to be in first gear here, so generally around 150. So he cooked that turn. That does happen. Not sure why the whole JCCR team was pulled over. I guess they're letting me get ahead. They're wanting to have a race at the back of the pack, or maybe someone dirty dogged them. And if so, hopefully they'll report, and we'll get to either warnings, Batmaning, or kicking. Oh, my bad. Devious. Again, that's my second contact with you. I'm going to slow down and let you pass because sorry, that was more. I made that pass with contact, so it's not well earned. All right, first gear for the turn coming up. This has got an interesting flow to it. I'm having more trouble learning it though than the Gilles Villeneuve track. Oh, I have to slow down when I really don't want to. I had the speed to make the pass, but if you don't have the space without making contact, you just don't pass. You wait and you just need to be patient. At least if you want to take the sim racing seriously and not turn it into an arcade Call of Duty race. Alright, when and how am I going to pass here? Well, for now, definitely benefit from drafting, get behind the car, let him break the wind, so I've got an advantage. Slowly move up on him. Oh no! I messed up. I am so sorry. I'm taking myself out of the race. I am kicking myself here out of the race. And I'm going to go into spectate mode because I have no business being on the track here. Okay, looks like I'm not the only one struggling here. There's some comfort in that. Dano's already got a sweet livery up for the new 296 GTB Ferrari. If you're taking on a new track, it can be a pretty darn good idea to use a car you're used to, so you can at least know you'll be consistent with the car, so you're only battling and learning the track instead of battling to learn both the track and the new car, or just the car you're not accustomed to. This Savage Badger running some super healthy Red Bull as his logo and sponsor. We got JCCR Ronin looking sharp in the Skyline. Very smart move to use a car you're used to, and a great track discovering car is the Skyline or the Toyota Supra, but especially the Skyline Supra. Ooh, we got a hit going on. Devious got hit by Vietas, but Devious focusing on what matters. Best revenge is success, so he keeps on racing. Marciello, very noticeable in this blue or purple livery. Rowicki making it up from second last. He's smoking the competition, we could say. Oh, my mistake. I thought he was running the Marlboro colors there, but I guess not. Great livery there. And in first, we got our RC Neckbeard. Neckbeard's one of the most fashionable ways to wear your facial hair, and super practical because even in cold weather you're still holding in some of that heat. Alright, Risque Custom battling it out with, was it RBC? RRC Neckbeard. And who's in third? We got Rowicki Ooh, unfortunately, this looks like another win for the randos and subscribers. Marciello in 4th. Let's go, Marciello. JCCR Devious in the back. So that's the first JCCR car position in 5th. Oh, lots of action in this turn. Oh, very smart move. That was some good driving by one of the JCCR team members. He didn't just throw himself on the track and cause a major collision. Dano getting back into it. Right behind Moore. Let's see this pass here. Yes, passing on the inside. Not much contact. Very nice. Yeah, Daniel, great job. P5, well done, Mr. Marciello. All right, and I kicked myself. So it really is JCCR racing clean or kick, because I will even kick myself. So if you've been kicked before, don't feel bad. Don't be upset with me. I kick myself as well. And RRC Neckbeard saying no race is perfect. Yeah, we generally, there's a whole lot of imperfection with that race, but it was cool taking on a new race. Now let's see, that race was rough. Yeah, absolutely. Risque Custom. It's your turn to pick, because you win, you choose. The next race. Of course, the next is one word. Why wouldn't it be? The next. When you say it fast, it's one. I guess it can be one word if you say it fast enough. Eye on More. Thank you very much for the drop there, for the tip. So you've got Stranger Danger on the track. Where is Moore here? Let's find him up here. Do we have Moore in front of us? We do not have Moore. Has Moore ran off? Did he kick himself? That's okay. He self-deported. Smart man. Yes, self-deport before you get deported. Good job. I wasn't going to deport you, though. I was just going to give you a little warning. All right. Subs and Stranger Dangers and Randos are at 2, and the JCCR team is at 0. So look at that. And let's see, Risque Custom saying Kyoto. That is not a JCCR regular track, so this is a good chance yet again for the non-JCCR racers to pick up a win. I don't even know where it is. It might be behind my face. I don't know. Because we just don't race Kyoto here very often. Yeah, Moore was being rather aggressive. Thank you for the added information. Much appreciated. Maybe it's from me bumping into Moore a few times. Maybe I made him aggressive. All right, so I guess we'll do Yamagiwa. This sounds all like delicious sushi. Let's do Yamagiwa, I guess. There wasn't a specification, so I guess I'll pick it out. All right, not sure what just happened. And yeah, Super Doofus, I liked the track. I have no idea where I was going, but so I can't say if it has flow or not. We'll only know that once we've done it. Ha! Seahawk saying, Ronan saying, I Batmaned him. He left shortly after. All right, well, Seahawk, Ronan, you've got my trust. Most of the JCCR racers have my trust in regards to knowing when someone needs to be Batmaned. And of course, you can't just type it out and while you drive. So good job. And I think we've got a cooked we've got a cooked race here. It's 10-10. I definitely want to get one last race in. If the JCCR team can make it up, maybe then we'll go for a tiebreaker. And if not, it'll be just too obvious that we're not. Tom Hayden putting it really well, saying I seen. Yeah, so you saw Ronan escorting him off the track. Beautiful, very security guard language or police language right there. So let's do this. Let's create a room. Let's load the settings. 16. Load it up. Hit over to Kayo. Kyoto, whatever it was. The race we know almost never race here. All right. Oh, no, not Tokyo. I saw some Ys, and I said, that sounds about right. Here we go. Sorry for that. A long selection process. Let's do 3 laps, because it is a 3-mile race. It's starting to get lengthy-ish. Does it work? Oh, it worked. Right on. And in the spirit, I should take my regular car. I should go with the 911. If you're taking on a new track, take a car you know. I really want to drive the 296. It's been so good to me. You know what? I need a fair comparison. I need to get a little back-to-back racing in between 2 cars. Let's make sure our soft tires are on. And folks, as soon as you get in, do me a favor. Hit that green check mark. Because I want to get into racing as soon as possible. Now, when I wish an update would occur in where if you pick your lobby to be slowest first, you don't have to do a qualifier. It just looks at your speed rating and puts you at the top. Let's get Super Doofus here. Maybe he'll be Bunny. Let's see who else joins in. Devious Daniel. You're Bunny tonight. And I am a D-rated driver, so I'm going to be at the top. The Savage Badger. You're not S-rated yet, so normally you'd be at the bottom of the pack. But I'm going to leave you there. And hopefully the driving will be super clean. And I'll recall that. I'll try to recall that for future races. Oh no, won't let you buy tires. Oh, that is not good. Marciello, I think, was a D-rater as well. So let's put him in front of me. Savage Badger. This is looking promising. I think we've got our lineup here. I think we're good. Yeah, good evening again. Formal credits. Thank you so much for making it back. Sorry for the little technical issue there. Let's get down to business. Hopefully you're all ready. Hopefully you've got your tires. Tom, I'm worried, is going to be stuck on hard tires with the Ferrari. You're all welcome to drive Porsche with me. Porsche is the way. Or it's at least been the way for me for the last year. It is the car I've driven the most in the last 12 months, which is when I started 11 months ago, is when I started sim racing. All right, +2. There's our new livery. Great livery. Folks, don't forget, get your radars on. And get ready to put the pedal to the metal. Let's go. All right, numbers on the right side of the track means we're going to be turning left. Oh, I always love how the 911 handles. So smooth. Oh, a little bit of kick. So smooth until it kicks. Oh, look at formal credits. Where did he come from? Mr. Speedy. Driving well, Savage Badger. That was a clean pass. All right, now I'm going to be at the back of the pack, or the middle. All right, Rowiki, go for it. Oh, I'm in a bad spot, so I'm going to slow down because I ate up way too much. I wasn't driving the track. I was just hugging the candies. All right, let's put the pedal to the metal and see if we can keep behind these racing legends. Dano and Jay Rizzo, extremely fast drivers. And there they showed us the importance of going in. I went in fast and came out slow. They went in slow and came out fast. So good to get, better to go through a little too slow than a little too fast. Oh, this track's got great feel. Wow. I'm not used to this track, but boy, does it ever have good back and forth. It's like a perfect ski day here. And the slalom on this and the high speed turns, like going through a turn at 120 miles per hour. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, a little too slow and the gap grows. A little too fast and you crash. Much better. And going in slow is all about getting the right line so you can get back on the throttle. That's too much. Too much line. So that's not proper discovery of a new track. Proper discovery of a new track is even slower in. Glad I'm driving manual with the paddle shift because I was able, in the turn, I saw I was going too quick. I was able to downshift like I am here, downshift to get the nose in the right direction and start getting the car moving in the right direction. Oh, my back is really starting to hurt. Lovely old injury. Oh yeah, I love having quality headphones. Well worth it, as you can really hear the tires squealing knowing we're going through too quick. And I love having a steel frame, the steel frame play seat, because the price was nice and the feedback is great. It's really letting me know what's going on with the car. How the whole frame is vibrating, and that actually makes it so that the track bumpiness, when it's bumpiness or going off the candies, the elevated candies, you feel it in the brake pedals. It's really neat. All right, there's a little bit of a, must have been a collision or crash that happened. All right, I'm dialed in and focused for the last few turns of the race. Can we pick up a position? Oh, no, I got on the throttle just a little too early and that put us wide. The line wasn't that bad. But we finished in 8th for a track we don't know. Against some legends like this, it's really not a bad thing. But look at that lineup. Formal credits, congratulations. Great race, mate. Marciello. Jeez, I think you're that's quick. You finished in 2nd. I think you might be a fake D there. That was impressive. So that puts a third or 4th win to the subscribers, randos, and Stranger Danger drivers. One of the main Stranger Danger left. He was creating a lot of danger, and well, he was a stranger. So you put those together, you got Stranger Danger, and he's left. So both my hands hurt, Randy. All right, JCCR 1 race, subs 3. Great job, guys. And that's going to be the race for tonight. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Blessed to have you along for the journey where my goal is that we all learn and grow together. And let me get to let me get to our regular finish off point. Chris J, thank you very much for making it in. Let's check out one last time the new Ferrari. Don't forget to change your oil, folks, for tomorrow night. And car settings, gifts. Okay, change car. Where? Oh my goodness, this is going to be tough with all these cars. And yeah, when you try out new races, having traction control on can be quite beneficial. So let's see here. Ooh, okay, so we got 180 cars. We're not going to look at it. We will check out this new livery that was fun, and I just wanted to share one thing that was both confirmed by neuroscience, and you'll find this type of knowledge in the Bible. So let's see here. Let's start with the first one, and it's that most people assume venting is harmless, and they say, you know, it's better to let it out than keep it in. We've all heard that expression, right? It's better to let it out than keep it in. Well, not really. Brain scans reveal a much darker truth. And, you know, many religions, including the Bible, they're going to say, you know, put your stress, you know, don't have stress. It says let the worries go. Have faith that everything's going to work out. Stay positive. Think positively of yourself. But neuroscience now reveals that complaint rewires your brain like trauma. Just 60 seconds of negative talk, so don't talk negatively to yourselves, folks, floods your body with cortisol, shrinks the hippocampus, and strengthens fear pathways. So let's look at how this harmless expression is actually quite harmful. The expression of, just let it all out, it's better for you. It really isn't better for you. So let's look at it right here. Every complaint triggers your amygdala, the brain's built-in alarm system. So it sends the message of danger. This is what just 60 seconds of complaining does. Even when nothing is actually wrong, your amygdala lights up, puts out the danger warning. It floods the body with cortisol, the stress hormone. That's bad for inflammation. It's bad if you've got back pain, like this guy right here. I guess it wasn't positive enough today. And 1 minute of negativity creates hours of hormonal chaos. So this is how it works. You're rewiring your brain. What you see every day trains how you think. So the neurons that fire together wire together, essentially. So if you scroll drama all day and your mind starts to expect chaos. If you're negative all day, your mind is going to look for chaos and reinforce. Basically, you're going to create your own reality. You're going to reinforce the world and how you perceive the world based on your internal thoughts. So this doesn't work. It makes it that you live in chaos instead of living in peace. Ideally, we want to make peace our go-to, our natural setting. So what's going on? The hippocampus, the brain's learning and memory hub, shrinks under constant cortisol. This is the same kind of brain damage found in trauma and PTSD, that's post-traumatic stress disorder patients. So meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, your decision-making center, shuts down. So when you complain for even just 60 seconds, this is what's going down. The front of your brain, the logical part of the brain, the decision-making center shuts down. Negativity literally makes you less sharp in real time. Even worse, complaining spreads. Just 3 minutes of hearing someone rant activates your mirror neurons, and your brain starts copying their stress. That's why chronic complainers drain your energy. Your body mirrors their brain patterns. The cycle goes like this. You complain, your cortisol goes up. You end up with memory loss. Fear response goes up, more complaints. And of course, you're going to look, when you're negative, you're going to look to have that reinforced, have your thoughts reinforced with the real world. So you're creating your own environment. So your environment programs your mind. The people you follow and listen to shape the way you think, feel, and act every day. So folks, try to fill yourself with as many positive people as possible, successful, positive people. And on that note, be kind, be patient, and I hope you're all here to learn and grow. I want to learn and grow in regards to racing. I want to help you all learn and grow from you all in regards to being more successful in life, more success driven, positive, and kind. So until next time, I wish you all more cars and more power. And if you don't get to drive in the real world, I hope you get to, more cars, more power, and you get to drive a car that you love in the real world. If it's not in the real world, this is still my favorite place to drive. And if you want to check out some real world cars, we do long-term reviews on the cars we own over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. The 1999 Porsche 911, the 2017 Shelby GT350, the 1991 Toyota MR2, and the 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor, all interesting and special in their own ways, and we're long-term reviewing them. And we also short-term review Expeditions, Navigators, Corvettes, a bit of everything, folks. So until next time, I wish you all more cars and more power. Godspeed and God bless everybody. Be kind, be successful, and be positive, and be back here tomorrow night starting at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Look forward to the Friday night races. That's Friday Friends Night. So thank God it's Friday tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the races, folks. Godspeed.